Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about a movie, American Fiction, starring Jeffrey Wright. Let's get into it, shall we? Spoilers! Okay, well, I thought this movie was very, very good. This is what the American Society for Magical Negroes wanted to be. That's what I got out of that. This was just better put together, better written, better acted. This cast was excellent. We had who else? Tracy Ellis Ross. We had um, the guy who was in Black Panther. We had the lady who's the mother in this is the Wade's roommate in Deadpool. She was recently in Fallout. Like this is a great cast of people, and they did an excellent job of portraying this family dealing with trauma after trauma after trauma and trying to just stay together. So we got our Jeffrey Wright character who's a writer. He has a doctorate and he was successful once, of course, with one book, but then it did after that the publishers couldn't really get him anything else. So he's struggling. So they tell him to take a break because he's also teaching at this. He's a professor at the school. One of his students get upset about him using the N word, and so they tell him to take a break. So he goes to see his family while he's on this break, and attending this book conference for writers, where he's supposed to be talking about stuff with the people, and barely anybody showed up. But this other book, written by this other woman, Issa Rae, as ghetto a title as could possibly be on this book, and her book is blowing up, and it's all. So he like, I can't believe this. I'm writing good stuff, interesting, thought provoking. That people just eating up the ebonic plagued trash that people putting out there. So he got mad and he decided to write because his publishers wanted him to do that too, and then he was like, no. So he decided to write him a book. The way they portrayed him writing this book and the visuals, excellent, excellent, excellent. Got some more guest cameos in that. Watch it to see it. Um, yeah, beautiful. He writes his book. His publisher like, I don't think nobody's gonna want this. His editor writer, and yeah, turns out people did want it. $750,000 worth of wanting it. But at the same time he gets this information, his sister dies of a heart attack suddenly while they're at lunch. And then he's also dealing with the brand new news that his mother has the onset of Alzheimer's, and his brother, who got divorced and dealing with his kids for coming out gay, and it's just family dynamics messed up. So we got a funeral, sort of, kind of, with the sister. We got dealing with trying to get mom some care and who gonna pay for it. So him and his brother is into it about that. And meanwhile, his brother trying to live his best life as a new gay person, ridiculously doing drugs and everything. It's messed up. He needs to get his life together. And then on top of that, Jeffrey Wright's character has a love interest, and yet another beautiful actress and wonderful performance. I say everybody did a great job in this one. Everybody. He messed up the love interest. Let's just say that off the bat. By the end of it, it was never solved. He did end up winning an award for his crappy book, um, getting a movie made out of it, and writing a movie for another one. So he got that out of it at the same, and he trying to help his brother. But he didn't get the girl at the end, which was reasonable. Like, it was real, and this was really good. Him them showing you how the both sides of the coin, both not even both, triple size, triple parts of it. Gonna cut it in thirds. Because you have the Caucasian viewpoint of pandering to their wants and needs and what they think is going to make them feel better, and they brought that across brilliantly. Then you have the cut line between the black people who say, I don't care about the pandering, um, it doesn't bother me. Then you got the people who say, I do care about it, we should be doing more, we should be doing better, why are we pushing this out there? So I see all the sides in this. And Issa Rae had an excellent line that countered what Jeffrey Wright's character said when he questioned her about her book. And he said, I believe that there's more for us out there, more potential in us. And she said, potential is what you see when what's in front of you is not good enough. And I was like, she's right. She's right. Potential is, you say, that house has good bones. It's got great potential. It's a fixer upper. You're gonna have to do some work on that to pull out what you believe is in there. But what was in front of you was definitely not good enough. So I got both sides. Again, we do feel like you can see better for ourselves, for our people. At the same time, they also need to be able to be themselves. And that's hard to do in the world in which we live. And that's the problem, why we end up having to pander to please other people. So, if I had to rate this movie gets a 9. This movie gets a 9. I will also be restructuring my rating system according to some. It's very confusing, so it's gonna be scaled down to a 1 through 5. People can't count to 10. I don't know. So I'm gonna scale it down. But right now, this is an eye. American Fiction. Watch it. I will see you guys next time for another one. In the meantime, have a great day.